Hey guys, it's Thea. And look what's back! Oh, I've missed it. I'm so glad we've got grapes again. You have no idea. How you doing? Hope you're good. Hope you are enjoying the fair weather of summertime. There we go. You know how it is. So today, look what we have here. What a little treasure. We're gonna open her up. How convenient. So this guy I've known has existed for a while. I don't know why I didn't, but I don't know. It's black and white. It's literally got my name on it. Spelled a little differently, but anyway, I was finally convinced, and it's being reprinted in Canada, so it was easy, it made sense, and it was the time. And just have a look at Thea's Tarot from 1984 by Ruth West. I'm excited. We're just gonna have some fun exploring a new tarot deck today. Oof, beautiful little tuck box. Yeah, reprinted in 2023 by Metonymy Press, which is where I ordered it from. Link will be down below if you want. No pressure, not sponsored. Never sponsored. TarotTube videos don't get sponsored. You don't even really need to say that, to be quite honest. Ooh, look at those backs. Nice. All right, there's also a book that you can get to go with this that you purchase separately. But it's almost like a, was it revisioning Thea's Tarot? I think they called it. So I kind of want to, this is my game plan here. I want to kind of get to know this on its own terms without the context of its book first. Like I kind of just want to use it as it is and see kind of what happens and what comes up for me. It's on really nice, smooth, slidey cardstock. It's not very thick. I like that. Oh, we got some cheat cards though. Forgot that these were in here. So this is instead of a guide, like a big old guidebook. Ooh, look at them all. And the little spread. So here we go. Here we have them. Okay, mother, daughter, Amazon, and child are our court cards, and then ace through 10. And it's basically just like little keywordies there. Hold on. Cups, wands. Oh, there we go. They're on the back. I'm so smart. Pentacles and swords. There. Cool. And then here's our majors. Looks like, oh, there's a significator card. Oh wait, no, that's for the spread. There's a spread on this one. Oh gosh, and more information. See, this is why first impressions / unboxing videos are a bit chaos, because I don't always know exactly what it is I'm getting into. But here we are. We're doing this together. Let's have a good time. There is some renaming of a lot of the majors. Ooh. They're different and fun though. The wheel is called Comet. Remove art. The juggler as death, which is interesting. Temperance is grace. Oppression is the devil. Rebirth is judgment. Who else is different? Innocence is the fool. Seer for the high priestess. Creator for the empress. And the rest are normal. Ooh, okay. Which I guess we would figure out when we get into the actual cards, but alrighty. The tradition of the tarot dates back to 12th, 13th centuries, originally designed as a book of knowledge stemming from non-Christian esoteric rituals. Tarot was considered to be orally based and used by witches and mystics as a means of foretelling the future. Each of the 78 cards is divided into 4 suits. 21 major cards represents aspects of the human spiritual life. For many, many years, the tarot has been interpreted by and for men, leaving out the vital images of women and their spiritual interpretations. This tarot is deeply rooted in traditions of earth, of rhythms and patterns of nature, and of astrological mysticism, all originated and carried on by women throughout time. This deck grants ownership of psychic needs and awareness by women for women. So women's vision of the tarot deck has been an ongoing project of the Boston artist Ruth West since 1980. The project was begun in response to Billy Potts' A New Women's Tarot and to the other women's decks which have recently appeared on this market. Thea's Tarot is a personal interpretation of traditional tarot themes of human spiritual history. The artist hopes to share her images as universal themes of women empowered. A series of 78 paper cuts representing traditional tarot themes. It's an old form of inexpensive and spontaneous ornamentation. When reproduced, it creates high contrast in black and white that emphasize well-defined images and interpretations. Tarot is black and white with a maroon back, and it comes in a box. Cool. I want to get into these images and see what's up. I love that image on the back though. It's a little sigil there. Okay. Let's have a look. There's the Fool. Innocence. Great place to start. The Magician. The Seer. That's really good. The Creator. Very interesting, but also very good. The Emperor. I'm getting I have lots of feelings already. This is good. There's the Hierophant. Now, okay. Well, not one thing I was interested about. Yes, so spelling on this, it does have it with the O. Holder of formal religion, legalistic institutions, but here it is spelled without it. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, or if that is a typo. Don't know. But I can make it mean something. The Lovers. Beautiful card. The Chariot. Oh, you guys know how much I like a black and white deck. Oh, it's just so clear. Justice. I like the poses too. Just like the form of the figures. Justice is at 8 as well, by the way. Hermit's 9. With the egg. Oh my gosh. There's our wheel. The comet. That's interesting. Hold on, what does this little guy say about it? Good fortune through change, felicity and destiny. Oh, okay. Ooh. I like that. Like, it's different. It's really different. It's like so different that I almost don't like it, but I think I do. As it's like, it's personified. We're definitely leaving behind our regular tarot symbolism. There's a bit there. But we've kind of gone past that realm. Strength. Because when you think about it, sorry, I'm going to go off on a tangent here. If you just wanted to flip through, you're not getting one. When you think of the symbolic transmission of information, it's a very masculine act. Like with the direct translation of symbols as icons, images, meanings, and code, and that of information and that sort of thing. Whereas these are more like, this card is strength, but the power of the nature of strength is kind of less encapsulated in symbolic iconography, as opposed to, my brain wants to say the vibe, but no, it's a softer physical representation of it, as opposed to like a specific, like coded, like numerical image would be. Here's our Temperance as well. That's good. Yeah. It's more subtle, I guess one could say, than there being like a, I don't know, like a specific character. Like, instead of a language of images, it's more the language of the art form itself. The Juggler here. I'm curious to see what this one says. Darkness. Forward motion from one realm to the other, death and rebirth. We have some kind of seasonal imagery along there. It's so soft, and that really reminds me of a friend of mine. I feel like this is going to be a really personal deck for various reasons. Grace. Hold on. I'm all confused now. I got excited because I'm like, ooh, art's temperance. This is the Hanged Man. What's going on? Transformation, creative cosmic change, and inner hope. See, that gives me temperance vibes. And then when we get over here to where temperance should be at 14, we have grace. Healer, supporter, holistic nurturer, revitalization. That, I'm not, is that even Hanged Man though? Like, are they swapped? I don't think so. Oh, that's interesting. That's almost like a new card. I'll have to think about that like a lot. See how I feel about it. Do I like it? Or do I not? Like if this, I like this as temperance, but I'm not sure I love it at 12. Ooh, okay. All right, I have questions. But I have time to find the answers to those questions and a handy tool to do so. Oppression, number 15, our devil. Violence, negative sexual energy, and aggression. Interesting. Puts it right out there. And the tower feels less fun. Usually the tower's fun. Momentous worldly change, either personal or political. This thing has an interesting voice. The star. That's beautiful. That's the box art there. Hope, realized visions, bright prospects, and dreaminess. Moon. Intuitive feeling, spiritual growth, women-centered strength. Beautiful card. And I'm obsessed with this one. This was one of the reasons I was like, yeah, I should probably pick this one up. Sun, triumph, healing, growth, health, and optimism. I just love her. Like, so much. 20, rebirth. Creative fullness. Glad tidings. Artistic invention. Interesting. Before judgment. I always find it like the rebirth and that aspect of the judgment card comes before completion. It's fun to think about it. Like you've reached creative fullness. So this would be like an expression of like the 9s, the minors. And then the number after it becomes like the inhale after that, which in this case is the world. The fresh inhale of new air at the end of something. Mountains in the background. Completion, culmination, and joyous action. Ace of Wands. The 2. This is success through practical skills and mastery. Which I'm not in love with that definition for this card, but I can keep it in mind. 3 of Wands, solid, dependable, commerce and communication. Interesting take on the tarot. Like it's different. It's really different, this one. 4 of Wands, bounty, security, attainment, and prosperity. I don't know, just these ones are giving me more Pentacles-y vibes, which is interesting. 5, strife, conflict, powerlessness, and loss. Like that feels more serious than a regular 5. 6 of Wands, expansiveness and spiritual or artistic matters. I like that. That's good. 7, what do we got for the 7? Courage through unresolved difficulties. Thanks. It's my birth card. Calling me out. 8. Haste. Mercurial motion, momentum, and racing. Love that. Mind you, we've got a bit of a tangle of the imagery, though. But I guess that can say a specific thing in the context of when it arrives also. So I shouldn't be too quick to dismiss the non-linear wands present. For the 9, defense building, self-protection, and reserve. And the 10, overwork, pressure, and unnecessary troubles. I feel like this one will be really good in readings, just for being clear as well. The Child of Wands, reflective, faithful spirit of fire. I like that for the Page of Wands, actually. I do. I think that one's good. Okay. What? Okay. So, I'm curious about the order of them. So here we have we had the Child, which I'm linking to the page. The Daughter, it's going to be the Knight, I guess. Mother's Queen, that's easy enough. And then I guess Amazon in this case is the King or Crone or, you know, the top one. Daughter of Wands, honesty, steady, and hardworking. Yeah, see, that's giving me Pentacles vibes again. Mother. Okay, and then on our cue card here, Mother's at the top, and Amazon's down here. So I don't know. Interesting. I'll have to figure them out a little bit. Heart of Fire works for her. I like that. Wand, Amazon, intense loyalty, soul of lasting relationships. Yeah, I'll have to wrap my head around these. They don't flow in the same way I'm used to. Not that like a hierarchy needs to exist, but I just, in my brain, I need to know where to put them in the development of energy. Because child is the beginning, right? Daughter and child can be like simultaneous, but one has a little more experience than the other in theory, just along the energetic progression and what it's kind of picked up throughout its experience. And then Mother's later on. But then Amazon, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've seen Amazon before used as the night space. Like, I guess maybe when we think of a Thothy night space, it puts her up. But then that would be, yeah, that kind of works actually. Maybe I have to do that. Because Amazon does give me night space, but usually in the RWS night sense, as opposed to a Thoth night, so. I don't know, very interesting. I'll have to think. I'll have to think. Alright, we are on to the cups. Get my little cheat cards set up here. Ace of Cups. Beautiful and sweet. Very people-y deck also. Two of Cups. Three of Cups. Goals attained through group achievements. Four of Cups. Reflection, questing, and study. I do like that card. That's a beautiful card. It feels good. Five of Cups. Retreat, disappointment, futility, and neglect. And I like that. Well, I don't like it, but I appreciate the context of neglect here. In that, like, yes, there's in the RWS, you know, there's your two cups you're not looking at, but in this case, you are like actively choosing not to look at them. It's not like you don't know they're there. You know they're there, and you're neglecting them. Like that's an aspect of that card too. You know, the disappointment. It adds a bit more of the personal responsibility to the context of the five, right? And we're all for personal responsibility around here. I like that. That's a good one. Even though it's almost giving me 8 vibes. We'll see what the 8 looks like when we get to it. Six of Cups. Strength. Past insight helps striding forward. Past insight helps striding forward. Yeah. And then we've got 4 full cups and 2 empty ones. I like that. That's a nice take on that one. 7 of Cups. Illusion. Split choice. Questionable success. There is like a Thothy undertone. Like a little tiny Thothy flavor here. Like with the debauch aspects of the 7 of Cups. Questionable success. Kind of adds a morally judgmenty value to the 7. Interesting. I feel like I'm going to need these little cheat sheets for this one for sure. 8 of Cups. Rejection, abandonment, moving away. Interesting. Just the layout of the cups. We've got 4 like full ones that seems like she's walking towards. 3 kind of upset ones, and then one that's just fucking spilled all over the floor. That's interesting. And there's a cat. And then there's a little moon. Not necessarily eclipsing, but interesting. So yeah, familiar symbolism, kind of. 9 of Cups. Security, contentment, and coming home. That was really sweet. It's a tiny human. And the 10 of Cups. Completion, nurturance, and a sense of family. Discovery through reflection. Clairvoyance. Going right in. Daughter of Cups. Generous, capable, calm, psychically talented. Again, really leaning. It's you can feel the connection to the power of intuition with this deck, and I feel like just the way the images are done, it's the whole ethos of the deck is to kind of bring about those kind of intuitive messages. It's a really intuitive deck in the purest sense, I really feel, especially with the imagery. Cup, Amazon, romance, pleasure searching, lover of life. So yeah, it definitely feels this one. Knight's. Oh, and this one, and then here we have, maybe the other one was just in a weird order. And then we got Mother. Devoted, sensual, heart of feeling and wisdom. Beautiful. Okay, we're into the swords. Electric, strong action in love and hate. Interesting. So the actiony aspect of the wand seems to have translated into the swords in this deck, as opposed to just being the mental world. We're taking action. The swords will, and they do show themselves that way. In a, once one has made a decision, decisive action has taken place, action usually thereby follows. So 2 of Swords, truce, surrender under force, and self-protection. Very clear, unambiguous card there. 3 of Swords, ooh, interesting. It's a little landscape dude. Ooh. And some different imagery for the 3. Love to see it. Grief, loss of a loved one, and melancholia. Four of Swords, stillness, rest, and building of strength. 5 of Swords, pressure, mental chaos, internal struggling. Yeah. 6 of Swords, rest through passage. A place of calm. Interesting that they're clearly sleeping. Those are 4. We've got lots of sleeping woman imagery. These are really similar. So the 4, building of strength. And the 6th is a place of calm and passage through that. I don't know, that's interesting. I'll have to sort those ones out a little bit too. 7 of Swords. Confusion, split energies, and instability. Again, more sleeping. Everybody is sleeping. 8 of Swords, external pressure, introversion through crisis. Yep. 9 of Swords, self-hate, indecision, suffering, and despair. Interesting. I like, well, again, I don't, the negative cards seem to be doing really well in this deck. I seem to be liking the more negative ones. It's with the self-hate, the Nine of Swords, that the cruelty aspect of it, that the anxiety is rooted in a perception of self. Interesting. Really cool. All right. Ten of Swords. Desolation, ruin, defeat, and delusion. Yep. Daughter of Swords. Fair, good counsel. So yeah, so it's, the child's not first either. Maybe this is one of those decks that the courts don't really have an order. They just kind of are. Like, I can't put them on the tree in my brain as easy. They don't want to be placed on the tree. Yeah, fair, good counsel, sure-footed and reserved. And the Child of Swords, diligence, power, attraction, initiation. Mother Sword, authority, initiative, intelligence, center of air. Yeah, she's got like Queen of Swords about her a little bit. And here's the Amazon. Moment, force, impetuousness, impressionability. Because I would think that maybe, again, if we think of it more in a night space, impressionability, the impulsiveness of that. Especially with the impetuousness there as well. Yeah, okay, the Amazons, I'm definitely putting in a night space then. For sure. Cool. And we're on to the Pentacles. Alrighty. Ace of Pentacles. Prosperity, material well-being, and security. The two, polarity, change, agility, and harmony. Three of Pentacles. Really interesting as well, because this is from 84. What year was it that the Thoth was like properly published? I'm just curious. Four of Pentacles. Orderly, settled, crafty, financially capable. A more positive slant on the four. Neither, like, not that a positive or negative perspective of it is the meaning. It's both. It's all of them. It's everything, you know? Cards have both. The full spectrum carried within them. It's just the energy of that. But in this expression of it here, the financial capability is seen as a benefit as opposed to being stingy. It might just be a reflection of our current culture, whereas a lot more of the, in our capitalistic world, it is seen as a negative to like have a lot of resources. Like our general societal perspective on hoarding of wealth or holding things, our relationship to our resources is seen in a negative way in the current time, whereas in 1984 might have been a bit different. There was a lot of, you know, you needed a solid foundation of wealth and resources in order to be an independent human, which you still do, but for some reason we don't see it that way now. It's very interesting. But yeah, this four. Crafty. I like that. It's a crafty card. All right, Five of Pentacles. Insecurity, introversion due to stress. Interesting that, yeah. It's funny, like, and then this card doesn't talk about material things at all, even though it is a Pentacles card. The insecurity could, I guess, mean financially or resource-related energy, time. But introversion due to stress, just kind of like turning away from what it is you need because you're like, you've had too much. It's like, I don't want any more of it. I kind of like that. I do. I think that's good. That'll read really well if it comes up. We're going to do an interview spread at the end also, by the way. Have to. Six of Pentacles. Good fortune and brief material success. Interesting on the timing framing there as well. Brief financial success. Sixes are usually pretty good all around. Seven of Pentacles, another cute little landscapey one here. Very gardener card coded. Sowing, cultivation, results with physical labor. The 8. Energy gathering, building, making crafts. Lots of crafts. Feminine tarot about doing crafts. I'm not mad at it. I like doing crafts and creating things. And we can extrapolate the word craft to mean many different things based on the context of our own lives. It's not necessarily just saying that, you know, women ought to just be making handicrafts, but, and it's funny how, like, the concept of handicrafts, like, what, you know, women waste their time doing crafts. Those used to be, like, important skills that people needed them to do to survive, and now with, like, the mass production of everything, those skills are reduced to ways to spend money and waste time. Anyway, it's just really interesting within the context of how time has moved through us up until this particular point in the world. It's just crazy. So I'm reclaiming the word crafty for us. 9 of Pentacles. Gains, harvest, good fortune, finished work. Oh, and there's another nice landscapey one. Look at her chilling on that couch with her cat and her plants from the mountains in the background. And I bet if you looked out the window across the side of the house, there'd be an ocean. Because that's what perfection is. Mountains on one side, ocean on the other. I've decided. Let it be so. 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, another cute little landscapey guy. Establish comfort. Gathering in of past knowledge. I like how it says really, this deck really brings it around to the individual. Like, there's a couple of cards with a few people on them, but even like the big ones, like our 9s and 10s, like the 10 of Cups, the 9 and 10 of Pentacles. Well, I guess maybe not the 9. 9, she's usually by herself, but like the cards that usually involve other people in a large group, like the 10 Pentacles, 10 of Cups, they're an individual perspective on it. It's you. It's you in your life. It's focusing on your experience and how you interpret that, which I like and appreciate. This 10 of Pentacles being just one person with what they've mastered in their life. Cool. Okay, cool. Child of Pentacles. And again, it doesn't necessarily look like a child. It's just like an energetic place. It's like this particular figure is at that place in whatever context of the question it is. And it doesn't necessarily mean you are a physically young person. It just means that you are approaching something with in the energetic space, whether it be emotional or mental or like physical capability space of a child. So anyway, very curious in like a good way. Solid, diligent, psychic, lover of the earth. Daughter of Pentacles. Systematic, preserving, balanced, and prudent. Let's give it, I'm curious. And then our Amazon. There's a lot of, I do like a lot of the gardening imagery, and having it not just be limited to the 7 of Pentacles. Because there's lots of messages and meaning to be gleaned from gardening, as I've spoken about before. Daughter of Pentacles. Yeah. I guess that kind of gives me like King of Pentacles vibes. And if that's the Knight, maybe. And then we have our Queen. Anyway, as I said, I'm still going to have to sort out my relationship with the courts in this one, but we shall see. Pentacle, Mother. Fertility, affection, spirit of the earth. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles for sure. And then Pentacle, Amazon, practical, productive, keeper of food and shelter. Yeah, that does kind of, that could be kingy as well though. So anyway, I'll have to kind of learn my way around them, but it's good. It's great. I love it. I'm going to pretend that's a lemon tree there. There's a little orange in the background. Beautiful. A little burning bush maybe. Fun. Okay, cool. Let's give her a shuffle. Get the little cheat cards out of the way. And it's gonna shuffle like butter. Oh, yes. This is what I want. She's good and thin, too. Thin and sturdy. Feels great. Oops. Slidey, though. Alrighty. It's time to do the interview spread Thea's tarot. Let's have a look. Let's see who's you first. Ooh, this one. Ooh, hey! Well, look who it is. That's who you are. 7 of Wands. Who's me? If you're 7 of Wands, who's me? Ace of Swords. Ooh. Okay, and what's our relationship gonna look like? Got 2. Juggler, which is death. Magician coded death, but death. And then the Ace of Cups. Interesting. And the deck bottom is the High Priestess. Ooh, okay. All right. Wow. Alrighty, so I'm just going to refresh what the little cheat cards say. But for the 7 of Wands, who is the deck, courage through unresolved difficulties. I wonder, this is a good sign to kind of push through my interesting perspectives on what the cards supposedly mean and just kind of fall into it. I feel like is maybe like let myself be overtaken by it. Like just have courage to use it through my own unresolved difficulties with it. Interesting. Oh, very cool. Okay, Ace of Swords. This is me. Electric. Strong action in love and hate. I mean, I am polarizing. Kind of falling into the habit of this or that. Interesting. And I guess I could see that making sense, especially if I am drawn to this deck because of the black and white nature of it. Very curious that it would think that. Ooh, okay, cool. And then how our relationship will do its thing. So we got the Ace of Cups first. Abundance, joy, fruitfulness, and generosity mixed with Juggler, darkness. Forward motion from one realm to another, death and rebirth. So there's definitely a change when it comes to abundance, joy, and fruitfulness. And like, and this is such a soft and gentle transitional card. Like, just look at like the way she's guiding it. And that it reminded me of my friend too. Just like a calm inevitability of the way things are going to change. And instead of reacting when they happen, just kind of go with the flow. Really curious. Wow. Okay, cool. And then, I want to refresh on the High Priestess on the bottom down here too. Priestess of Hidden Truths, Meditative Guardian, and the Key. Oh, and the Lovers is right on the bottom there too, so. Yeah, the underlying energy, the Key, Hidden Truths, the Key to Hidden Truths. I love that for a deck. Very cool. Okay, ooh, I like this. It's gonna make me think, which is what I want. I say this, but like, I don't want a deck that's just gonna tell me what I want to see, you know? Or maybe not always. Sometimes I want a deck that's just gonna tell me what I want to see. Other times I want a deck that's going to, you know, show me things differently. You know, put a filter on that mirror I'm used to looking at so I can see it in a different way. I think this is definitely going to do that. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, I just love a black and white deck. What a treasure. Oh, I'm glad I finally did it. And I'm curious to see how it's going to play intuitively as well. Like even without these the little cheat sheets are definitely valuable when it comes to interpreting the cards. But I feel like they're going to work really well in a spread intuitively. At least from my point of experience. Like, I'm not sure if like my dad picked up this deck, he would get the same intuitive hits as me, but who knows, maybe. Maybe I'll have my dad do a tarot reading with it and see what he thinks. That would be fun. #DadTarot. Anyway, very cool. Thanks for coming along with me on this journey through Thea's tarot. And just to be like thoroughly and entirely clear, I did not make this. I have no association to this. It just happens. It just happens to have my name on it. Spelled in a weird way, but and be a black and white deck. What are the chances? And she's good, even though I get questions about that without the O. But we'll have to see. And of course, it's gonna match so many things because the black and white. Maybe I'll do a pairing video down the line, but for now, I'm gonna call that. I'm gonna call that a video. Hold on, we're almost through. That's everybody. Oh, there we go. 7 of Cups on the top. Cool. Awesome. Wonderful. Thanks so much for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll see all you fine people in my next video. Bye.